Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with a brand new video. It's time to do a speed test comparison between the Realme 9 4G versus the Samsung Galaxy A23. And the Realme 9 4G is costing around 55,000 PKR in the Pakistan market, while the Samsung A23 is costing around 48,000 in the Pakistan market. And the Realme is giving you a 8GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage versus a 6GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage on the Samsung Realme 9 4G as well as the Samsung A23, and both phones is give you a Snapdragon 680 SOC, which is based on 6nm architecture. So I'm really excited to see that how is the Realme 9 is gonna stack up against the Samsung A23. On the back we have a triple cameras on the Realme 9 4G versus the quad cameras on the Samsung. So on the Realme we have 108 megapixel main camera with 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro, while on the Samsung we have a 50 megapixel optical image stabilization main camera with a 5 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the bottom we have headphone jack on both phones, but we only have a single speaker on both these devices. So in this video I'm going to show you how much is difference between the Realme 9 4G versus the Galaxy A23 in apps opening speed as well as in the Bootup test. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. So now let's start off with the Bootup test. Let's see which one will be more faster. Logo is came up first on the Samsung, and both phones is running on Android 12. We have Samsung One UI version 4.1 versus a Realme UI version 3. Latest softwares on both phones. And let's see who is faster. Again we have a Snapdragon 680 SOC on both phones. And Realme 9 is more faster when it comes to booting up, while the Samsung A23 is taking a lot of time. And you can see huge difference. Now the Samsung, it is also done. We have a 3 or 4 second difference there between these two devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Realme we have 6.4 inch Full HD plus Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate, while on the Samsung we have 6.6 inch Full HD plus PLS LCD display with 90Hz refresh rate. Also we have punch hole on the left hand side on the Realme versus a water drop notch on the Samsung A23, and the display quality it is much better on the Realme 9 4G. So everything is closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Opening a phone dialer faster on the Samsung. So next on the list is settings, faster on the Realme 9 4G. So now let's go to the display, and you can see we have a adaptive 90Hz refresh rate on the Samsung, which working absolutely fine, while on the Realme we also have auto option, but the auto option it is not really optimized on this phone, so I prefer all the time 90Hz mode. Opening up Amazon shopping with same Wi-Fi network, and Samsung is a tiny bit more faster. So now let's see the scrolling, and that is absolutely smooth on both phones, 90Hz. So now let's open this, that is very similar again, 90Hz. It is really optimized on the Samsung. So now check out some games application. Opening up the Candy Crush Saga, first game application, little more faster on the Samsung. So let me show the speakers. So here's the Realme 9, and here is the Samsung. And the single speaker on the Samsung, I would say it is more better as far as the quality are concerned. Single speaker it is much louder. Instagram similar. Let's open out. Exactly the same on both phones, no difference there. Let's open Snapchat, faster on the Samsung. Let's see Spotify. Spotify is similar. Now let's see Subway Surfer. Again we have a Snapdragon 680 SoC on both phones. Let's see who is faster. So we have a millisecond difference between these two devices, not a huge difference. Now let's see PUBG Mobile. heavy game. Let's see who is faster in that game. Again, we have a Snapdragon 680 SOC. Both phones looks very similar, but let's see at the end. Yes. Also, we have smooth graphics with high frame rate on both phones, no ultra frame rate, no 60 FPS on both these two devices. Opening up the Temper Run 2. Temper Run 2 should be very similar on both phones, but on the Realme 9 4G I am facing this downloading issue again and again. So you can see in the start the performance on both phones is similar, but because of this bug on the Realme 9 4G we have a more second difference, but performance is very similar on both phones. So now let's opening up the tutor, and that is faster, similar, Zedge, and that is faster on the Realme 9 4G, tiny bit more faster. Samsung, it is also right behind there. Scrolling looks really smooth on both phones. So last I'm launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application, which one will be more faster. Realme 9 4G is more faster as compared to the Samsung. So now let's look at the front camera. Here is a front facing camera looks like, and the front camera I would say it is more better on the Samsung. On the Realme we have a 16 megapixel, but I like the color production of the Samsung. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing the for Samsung internet browser on the A23 versus a Chrome on the Realme. Wikipedia.org, and that is very similar on both phones. Now let's see the scrolling. In the start I see little bit lag on both phones, but as of now really smooth. Now let's open this, and faster on the Realme first. Scrolling is absolutely smooth on both phones. 90 Hz is working absolutely fine. Next on the list is the gsmarina.com with same Wi-Fi network, a little more faster on the Realme 9. Let's see the scrolling, and that is feels really smooth as you can see. So now check out RAM management. So on the Samsung we have 6 GB of RAM versus 8 GB on the Realme. Let's see who is performed good in the RAM management. Phone dialer, no refresh. Settings, Amazon shopping, that card refresh on both phones. Let's see Candy Crush, refresh. Instagram, no refresh. Let's see Pinout only refresh on the Realme but not on the Samsung. Let's see Snapchat, no refresh. Spotify, only refresh on the Realme. Subway Surfer, same cell, refresh on the Realme. Let's see PUBG Mobile, that is not refresh on both phones. Let's see Temper Run 2, no refresh. Opening up the tutor, Zedge. So last we're back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the Samsung A23 as well as the Realme 9 4G, both phones is performing very similar in system-based application as well as in game app running time, because we have a same Snapdragon 680 SoC. I would say the software it is a little bit more optimized on the Samsung, because you can see in the RAM management area Samsung is performing much better as compared to the Realme, despite having a 6 GB of RAM on the Samsung. And both phones also has a 5000 mAh battery size. We have a 33 watt fast charging with the Realme versus a 15 watt on the Samsung, but the Samsung also support 25 watt. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Realme 9 4G versus the Galaxy A23. Let me know your thoughts regarding between these two devices in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.